You are being watched.
Hello and welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Claire.
And I am Tony.
Did that feel really weird?
It's going to throw the editing off so much. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Did you want to redo it?
No, it's fine. We're back for...
Personal interest.
Season 2, episode 2. Last time, Reese was on the hunt for Finch, not having much luck, because he was the contingency.
Yes, he was still doing the numbers.
Yeah, but we found out how the numbers are gotten.
Yeah.
Through the phone and a Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, I'm really curious if Finch gave the machine a pet name.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. He's always called it the machine.
Yeah.
So maybe, he talks to it in secret.
Ooh, machine.
Yeah, it's like the Doctor and the TARDIS.
Maybe it's actually Michelle.
Michelle the machine. Who knows? But this is episode 2. We're going to find out hopefully what's going on with Finch, and we're off to Texas to find out more about this missing girl. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, she's just injected the guy who's part of who knew about the whole machine and everything. So let's see. We met Leon. We got a new dog friend, Bear. We'll see what happens. So this is season 2, episode 2. Bad Code. That's why I wrote it down last time, because I knew there was an episode called Bad Code at some point, and it turns out it's this one. This aired on the 4th of October 2012, directed by Jon Cassar, and written by Greg Plageman and Patrick Harbinson, which we've seen both of them before. Greg is definitely an executive producer or whatever. Patrick Harbinson, maybe.
Makes me feel like we might learn a bit about Ruth's childhood.
Maybe.
Because I feel like she's obviously commented on her mum saying, like, do what you do best or something, isn't it? Sort of thing. So maybe it was quite a... Yeah. Because she's obviously already described herself as a bad code.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like maybe we'll learn a bit more about her.
We'll see, very excited to get into it. We've got 22 episodes for this season. We're on episode 2 already, so let's do it. If you're seeing this, it's probably in a different order than normal. Yeah. So you're going to get more personal interest, hopefully, I believe.
Just because it's so long.
Yes.
When did you work out we'll be watching it till?
If we kept at the pace we were, which I don't know, because this whole new way of doing it is probably going to mess it up anyway.
Yeah, but previously
it was like July or something.
It was our longest series, so it made sense doubling up. Like we did It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. Well,
It's Always Sunny, so we watch extra of that.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get on with it. Full reactions in the description. You need your own copy to watch along, and just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go.
So nice to finally meet you, Harold.
So that's at the point she turned. She was yellow before.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
What is your emergency?
Oh, this is.
It's about a girl who's gone missing.
What's this all about?
They're meeting.
I wish you guys that round of drinks.
Hey.
This ever raw, isn't it? On that girl.
Yeah, Hannah fried.
She'd be 35 today. That girl became Root, and now she's got Finch.
Nothing else about her, and I need to know where you're getting your information.
I can't tell you that. I need you to stay here, Lionel. Did you just check my phone? Someone offers you a great deal on any sort of mail enhancement bill. Click on it. Oh, another thing. I need you to look after a friend of mine.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is very cute. Poor Lionel getting called out like that for clicking on things.
Where are we on the Corwin mess?
I think I have a lead on where she was staying in the city.
What do we know about the assigned working the case?
Not exactly New York's finest worker on this one.
Poor Fusco.
Yeah.
Just going well for him.
Oh, I don't think so. We're gonna need another room.
Afraid I can't help you there.
What exactly are the sleeping arrangements?
Well, I don't plan on sleeping much. And if I do, the bathtub will. The floor will be fine. Just go to the police station and get hold of that.
Let me deal with the local law enforcement, all right?
It's got such a different feel.
I may have a missing persons case matches the MO.
Haunted this department some 20 years.
Lou hasn't signed off on a joint investigation.
I don't see why not. He sent you all the way down here, didn't he?
Sign here, please.
Hello.
Mind if I use your restroom?
Down the hall and to the left.
Charm his way in anywhere.
Yeah.
Apart from in an NSA building, we found out.
Oh, that's too bad.
Think it is.
That's amazing.
Follow up on.
Need to talk to whoever saw Hannah last.
I'm telling you, that girl became Root.
He's not seen her, is he? He's not had any dealing. Oh no.
To perfect the apple.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he had,
yeah. She agreed with me then.
And yet, we still haven't upgraded.
See, cable tied.
And from what I've seen, most of it is rotten to the core.
We're here to observe another kind of code.
The bad code. You're the man who sold the world just to the wrong people. I will get access to the machine, Harold. And either you can show me how to do that, or this sad...
Oh, I did wonder where he was.
Didn't meet. One of you will walk out of here. I do hope it's you, Harold.
She's a bit crazy, isn't she?
Thing is, I'm pretty sure Denton has probably never seen Harold. Because it was Nathan was the face of it all.
They were
wasn't
both
it?
in the room when they got there, though. Because he introduced him.
Oh, I guess so. It's just the tech guy, wasn't it?
Hannah was a bright girl. She was at the computers over there. Oh, of course.
Death by dysentery again. That game's so dumb, Hannah.
I still see your father every once in a while.
I like how they use the flashbacks. It's cool.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Hannah can still be alive. You have an idea what happened?
Everyone in town knows what happened.
Cody Grayson.
Wasn't the first time he followed her home, paid Cody a visit. Most nights I hear he's rotting his guts out at the Razorback. Credit card junk mail, a couple of times a year. Probably still in the trash.
Oh, that Alicia
Probably
Coleman
search
didn't have a
the
whole
trash.
token.
Maybe she left.
That's not the only discrepancy between what's listed in evidence and what's actually here.
Melissa's report was corrupted too. Someone really wants this to go away. Maybe you'll get some answers.
That constant Roots theme is just like ding ding. So groovy. They don't like strangers.
No. Imagine if he blended in, it would look really funny.
Yeah.
You a journalist or Fed?
Neither.
Good.
I asked you nicely.
Yeah.
City boy. I don't know who they're talking about.
Jesus.
Let's try that again. What did you do with Hannah Fry?
Ain't nothing you can do. This town hasn't already done the worse.
Hannah.
Making friends, huh? Never get the truth out of anybody like that.
You didn't do it.
I could have told you that. Discovered a bank account open in her name back in '93, 2 years after she disappeared.
This poor guy.
Another hour and he'll believe anything I say.
Jesus.
Oh, what is it in the hood?
Amazing how easily the human brain...
No, he's just got no light or no air properly, has he?
Yeah.
Top secret DOD memo. Palestinian
Oh
hanging.
god.
Which you are currently enjoying. Whose signature is at the end? Why, it's yours.
I think that's divine retribution.
Yeah.
Sorry, not allowed.
That's funny.
Unless
Sorry.
you tell me where the machine is. You know where it is.
What happened to you?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
You think I was damaged? Some childhood trauma?
What happened when that door shut?
That was some twisted, like, sense of humour.
Let him down.
You did say please.
I'm like, what is she gonna do? Maybe she does care a little bit.
Since you just drank half a pint of sodium pentothal.
I was gonna say, like, you can't trust her with water. She just literally dumped it in the other woman's water.
You work with Nathan?
She cannot get access to the machine.
I like how he's acting like he's really taking effect.
$100,000. Where does a 16-year-old runaway get all that money?
Jose Barria, currently serving 17 life sentences. You did say this root woman was good with computers.
Yes, I did.
There was a co-signatory on the account. Trent Russell.
Is it gonna be the guy?
Ms. Russell, it's Detective Carter. Is your husband at home? Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Trent Russell is your husband?
Trent passed away almost 15 years ago. He was attacked. Shot to death.
You know who did it?
Police said it looked like a drug killing.
How long did he know Hannah Fry?
He didn't.
He signed for a bank account in her name 2 years after she disappeared. Mind if we look around the place?
You need to leave now.
She's learning from him.
Yeah.
Just don't know.
I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Just go. Yeah.
There's a license plate.
About Hannah, the girl who's gone missing.
I think I saw her get into a car outside
What a
the
cool
library.
25 ESK.
925 EFK.
Trent Russell kidnapped Hannah Fry.
Maybe Russell took her, but she escaped. She set him up. She stole 100 grand from a drug dealer. And after was Russell. Russell denies it, but it's useless. His name's on the account. The only other name is that of a girl who's been dead for 2 years. And his picture's in the wind.
I know you were
Wow.
The right way?
Oh, I do know who you are, Mr. Weeks. You tried to hack the machine.
In all of our crisis scenarios, we never envisioned this. If you don't help me get free, we will lose the machine.
What can I do?
Right.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
She's returned.
Oh no! Oh no! Thing is, they've got to get them both free because it's gonna.
Oh jeez.
Well, I don't.
Stop it! Don't worry! Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill her. At least not until I found out what she knows. We always suspected the idiot in the tux couldn't have done it on his own.
It's now switch sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to know what you know.
Oh god.
Well, this took a
Turn of events.
yes.
Don't know if it's. I feel like Finch was manipulated a little too easily.
The book Hannah checked out that night at the library. 16 copies hidden in your bedroom.
They just come every year. Every year on the same date.
What day?
April 15th. The day Hannah disappeared.
Damn.
Most recent book did have something. She's not done yet.
Real experts to question this bitch. But since anonymity means a lot to you, and because you helped me, I'm gonna let you go. One more question. Can she get to it? You are the one man who can tell me.
It cannot be altered remotely.
If the location is hidden, the machine is safe.
Simple enough.
Yeah.
It's been an honor to meet you.
Don't like that music.
What did I say, Harold? Bad code.
Yeah.
Well,
Heard you're staying here, buddy. Don't think you're gonna sucker punch me again.
Jesus.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. But now he's got some tools. Ooh.
This is Detective Steele's NYPD homicide. I'm calling about a book you sold.
925 EFK.
It goes on. The girl was asked but wouldn't give her name.
It's Sam Groves. She is in the library that night with Hannah.
Flowers for Algernon. You should read it.
Why are you sure it was Sam made the call?
It was Sam, but she told me the same thing.
Wow.
Or why didn't you tell me?
Because it's her husband, isn't it?
Yep.
Because Sam saw he was in the car.
She thought it was Mr. Russell.
Hell, didn't you say anything?
I did. I did say something
To Mr.
to her. I told her she was a nasty, attention-seeking brat. I couldn't believe she'd think such a terrible thing about me. I told her to keep her lying little mouth shut.
This woman.
Because I was in love with Trent Russell.
You believe
Love
now?
does silly things, doesn't it?
The patio?
They redid it.
Ugh.
2 weeks after Hannah disappeared.
Yes, this is Detective Steele's NYPD. Calling in.
Hey, buddy. No trouble. Just need to get our stuff.
Police business.
We're good.
I feel like in the last 2 episodes, Reese has been so bad. I mean, he's always badass, but dear God. Oh my.
Same book.
Yes, I need to check recent.
Was it worth it?
Why do I feel like it's going to really be thrown off and they're going to find her body?
Gas station in Relton, Maryland. Gotcha.
Nice.
You knew I'd help him, didn't you?
You let him beat you up, take your gun, you plan the whole thing.
That's who you gave your machine to. Violent and predictable people. I am the best friend, the best support, the best partner you will ever have.
Reese is pretty good.
And definitely the most fun.
Have you met Reese?
No. You're worse than Weeks. You're worse than all of them. I'd rather die than give you the machine, so please kill me now. At least I won't have to listen to you.
And keep the rental. Guys are lending me a truck.
Why is there a crossbow on the bed?
Overthings now. Gotta go. Jet Galveston.
Where are you going?
Hannah's route. She's alive and I know where she is.
She's not Hannah.
Told you.
Hannah's in the ground, John. She never did get away from Russell.
Unless...
And who did this?
The other girl, isn't it?
Her name's Sam Groves. She was Hannah's friend. Sam left town, was never heard from again. If anybody's route, it's gotta be her.
I know where she is. I'm going after her.
Now she's just left with the crossbow.
Yeah.
I told you it could be a really cool look-alike switcheroo.
It's very smartly done, I think.
Yeah.
It's very smart.
She did it before she even checked out the books. That's how she remembered that number plate. Because I feel like in those situations you don't always remember those things, do you?
Looks like I found Corwin's hideaway. Nothing.
Because they beat you to it, smart guy.
Denton Weeks. He's disappeared. A love shack outside of D.C. Just find it.
I underestimated your knuckle-dragging friend. The machine help them do things? Thing for us to discuss on our journey. I hope you like trains. Where's the machine? This time it is loaded.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Wait, it's boxed up and put on a train. Union Pacific Railway, bound for Salt Lake City.
Harold, did you think I'd forget to disconnect the phones?
Harold's a smart boy.
He is. He's leaving codes.
Damn, just shot him though.
Read you for hours. I think the broad who took your friend is also going after a guy by the name of Denton Weeks. All I got is a name, Julie Davenport.
Search property records in Railton, Maryland.
Just like a big manhunt, just all like conversion. Yes.
But they're all like following each other around at the same time.
Can I remind you of our deal? Try anything. Innocent people get hurt.
She's crazy. He's catching up.
Yeah. He knows.
Tab code Finch. Really?
Oh, that's so good.
Train, isn't it?
I like how he instantly recognizes it. Train station.
You like the West, Harold? Fewer people, bigger skies.
It's like she must know that they would never like let the FBI know that he's missing to walk around in plain sight.
How did he find us?
He proves you're wrong. Not all humans are bad code.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Oh god. Oh, it's all going on.
Nice.
Chaos.
Don't move.
They're together again!
Yeah.
I think so. Sorry that took so long.
Yay!
I really didn't intend for you to come and find me, Miss Sirius. There are other people that need your help.
Wow, you saved my life once or twice, Harold. It seemed only fair I return the favor.
Now it's going to be the hunt on why and who she is. In the next episode, obviously.
Or 20.
Yeah.
So we got our friend with the glasses back, huh?
Yeah, we did. Buy you a drink?
As long as it don't have egg in it.
I like that they're all a team now.
Yeah.
They can talk about it. Hey, he's back in the library.
Who the hell are you?
Harold, meet Bear. Department has a strict policy regarding dogs.
I have a strict policy regarding rare first editions. I don't eat them.
Yeah. He has expensive taste.
I'm sure we'll get along. I owe you a debt.
Is this a bad time, John? I wanted to thank you for finding my friend Hannah. For burial.
Come near us again. You will be sorry.
I don't think so. Tell Harold I'll be in touch when I'm ready.
She got blonde hair now.
weeks.
I don't know. It's like the Matrix.
Stay tuned, Chrissy.
Ugh. Sam Groves, eh?
Yeah. I called it.
How long did it take you to call it? When did
I
you?
felt like it was the books.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. So it was the whole thing of like she could have escaped and been sending the books.
Yeah.
But then you're like,
Yeah. It makes sense though. The way they've written it makes sense. Like her turning out that it's her friend, like saw what happened, was tormenting the woman. Yeah.
yeah, for calling her a liar.
Yeah. What did you think of the episode?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's great. It's really, really good. Yeah, I loved it. So obviously, continuation from last time. But we started off with some footage from 1991.
Yes.
Of
A
a
girl
phone call.
leaving.
A phone call from Root.
Yeah.
Well, a phone call of a girl leaving a message saying, "Oh, it's Hannah. She's been taken." Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh, that was quick." Like, that's all we got.
Yeah.
So we've had that before with other episodes, like with the
Yeah.
Elias episode. We had like his right hand man talking to begin with, and if you recognise his voice, yeah. But yeah. So it turns out Carter's found out the girl's name. Remember her name?
Hannah Fry.
Hannah Fry, yeah. And then Reese is like, well, yeah, this works out. If today she'll be... So they meet in a restaurant, don't they? But today she'll be 35.
Yeah.
So that's Root. It's got to be her. But yeah, Fosco and Carter meet him in a little restaurant.
So I told you I'd get you
They're
out
like,
of
what is
drinks."
this? Yeah. It's like,
They're like, it's 8 a.m.
it's got egg in it? Yeah.
No, I thought you said, has this got alcohol in it? And he's like, yeah, it.
No, he said, has it got egg in it? And he said, yeah, the alcohol will kill the salmonella.
Oh, I wondered why he was talking about
That's why he said
salmonella.
about egg at the end as well.
Oh.
When he said we get a drink, yeah, as long as it doesn't have an egg in it. You just thought that was a weird comment or something.
Yeah.
That was a
Thinking,
funny
God,
joke.
how like rough is the place they're getting drinks and they're worried about salmonella?
No, that's because it had an egg in the drink. Come on. I know it's past your bedtime then, it's 8 p.m.
And then that's when they say Carter's going to Texas, but he wants Fosco to stay and keep an eye
Take
on
over
that
the Alicia case, yeah.
to work out who is like getting rid of corrupting evidence to see what's going on there.
Can you look after Bear?
Look after Bear too.
Yeah. It seems like Fosco does get the short end of the stick a little bit, but yeah, there we go. That's when we get... I wrote Secret Agent, which is obviously... We don't know his name. It's the other guy, the curly-haired guy.
Yeah.
Was there a scene with him? He was looking through the evidence. So he had all the evidence. He was on a phone call to the guy from Washington.
And then he saw that I know where she was staying.
I think I've worked out where she was staying. Yeah. So
he was like, okay, get there before.
Yeah. So yeah. Meanwhile, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
I like the way it looks completely different in Texas. Like just
sunny
the
and
color grading and the way it looks completely different. So
but they arrive at the motel.
Yeah. And then Carter's like, this
There's
ain't gonna
only one
work. Which
He's
is
like,
funny.
it's fine.
Yeah.
There's some shooting.
Well, the
thing
guy's
going
like,
on.
you're not getting another room.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's fine. I'll sleep in the bathroom. In the bath.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah. But then he does say he doesn't plan on doing much sleep.
Yeah, he won't go to sleep. So.
That sounds also a bit like, well, what are you up to?
Yeah.
I don't plan on sleeping. So what?
Well, yeah, or he's just like, I don't like sleeping, but yeah, I know what you say. Yeah, but then they end up going to the police station to get information on Hannah. But Carter's like, we need some rules, like, I handle the police stuff. Yeah. That's how this is going to work.
Reese is like, yeah, that's fine.
So she goes in, starts talking to the sheriff.
He sits in the car, but he's obviously tapping to see what's said.
She's getting nowhere. Yeah, it's like, we need to, like, is this a joint venture? Like, what's going on? You need authorization.
Yeah, and then Reese sees the delivery driver pulling up.
Yep.
I don't know what he did to the delivery driver.
I got rerouted. Yeah, but he took his parcel and then snuck in and got
the case file.
I love how he was back in the car with the case file by the time she got back.
Yeah, and she was like, it's not going to work.
She got in and she's like, God damn, where'd you get that from? Yeah.
That's when he says there was multiple witnesses, but and a registration plate taken, but it was never followed up.
Yeah.
911 call.
Yeah. There you go. And then where do they head from there?
Do we see Finch, maybe?
Yeah, it heads to Finch, but I don't know where they went. I was curious. But, so we go back to Finch and Root. Yeah. And she's...
Oh, I think they go to the last space. Is anyone still in town? To talk to, because they end up at the library, don't they? That's where they go next. Because they start talking. They start retracing the crime.
But before that, yeah.
So that's where they head to.
Yeah. So, Root's talking about bad code again. How people are and she's hung him up.
But you can just hear him
grumbling and whatnot. She's like, I'm gonna get it from one of you. I really hope you're the one I continue this journey with. What do you think of Root? Obviously, we've got two back-to-back episodes with her.
To be honest.
She's great.
Much, but she knows what she's talking about.
She's very interesting. She's a bit psychotic, but like her methods aren't. She's killing people and she's torturing people and.
Yeah, but I think someone says does he say why are you doing this? And then she's like, oh wait, and then she goes and gets the paperwork and she's like, so this is a contract of like, is it like spying on people and.
Oh no! Yeah,
hanging.
This is. I think the whole thing was about the interrogation method they used, the Palestinian.
Because then she's like, "Oh wait, who signed this?"
Yeah, because it's all about that certain torture, and she's using it against him, which is amazing. Like it's just, I don't know, it's funny, but like because she was saying like, "Oh, one more hour in that with that bag on his head, he'll say anything." Because I guess it's being hung up. Not seeing or being able to breathe properly, it's got to be horrible. But she's like, who signed this? Oh, it's you. It's like, water. I don't see that in here. It's not allowed. She's got a wicked sense of humour, kind of, I guess. But I really like her as a character. She's very interesting. So what do you think of her methods?
Interesting.
Yeah, bit mad, but She keeps saying like these. So this was authorized obviously by them. These are the kind of people you've entrusted the machine to. Bad code. But back at the library they meet Barbara. Barbara Russell. Well, we don't find out her name's Russell yet, but Barbara.
Yeah.
And they start talking about what happened basically.
Yeah.
Talk about Hannah. I like
She's
how
on computers, older computers.
Yeah, playing Oregon Trail. I think it's called. And that's, as soon as it started, I remember. Well, I knew it was her friend because obviously I've seen it before. But it's just so well done. I don't know if it's intentionally done, but a few times Root's theme would start playing as the camera was on Sam.
Oh.
And then it would like. I don't know if it did it every time. I noticed it a couple of times, and I was like, that's clever. But she's like, why'd you even play that game? It's rubbish.
I'm going to Oregon.
And then she takes out some books. We also learned, obviously we saw Trent as well taking out books as well. Because she was recalling.
Even just before.
She's basically recalling what happened. And there we go. That was pretty much that, right?
Then the door just closed.
And they asked if she had any, where her parents still living there. And it's like,
That the mum died?
I think so, yeah, and her dad's still in town, so yeah. So they go to see Hannah's dad.
Yeah. The room's kind of stripped down a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's like, because he said that it was her mum that thought she'd never died, but he kind of...
Yeah.
He's heard enough to know something awful happened.
Yeah. And he blames...
Cody?
Cody,
yeah.
Because he was there at the library at the same point.
And he'd followed her home multiple times.
Yeah.
But him and his brother went and paid him a visit one time.
Yeah. I can't remember what he said, like nothing came from it, right? But yeah, and they're like, is he still here? He's probably down at the dive bar getting wasted.
Razor bar.
Yeah, so he's like, I'll go, and then she's about to leave and sees the post.
Yeah.
It's like, she ever get any letters? It's like just
any
spam credit card.
At all.
Yeah, spam credit card stuff. And she's like, did she ever have a credit card? He's like, oh no, she was like
minor.
15, so no. Was it 15? Yeah, she's a minor, but yeah. She's like, can I have one? It's in the trash.
Yeah, so she goes and finds it in the trash.
But Fusco is back at the police station. And he's looking through the evidence. He's like, this doesn't add up. It doesn't match what it says is there. Yeah. She's on the phone to Carter, who's looking through the trash.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but the thing got corrupted as well. Something's going on. Keep an eye out for anything. Yeah, weird. And then that's where he sees the guy.
Though I did point out that...
Yeah, she was red in this, whereas
at the beginning of the episode, she was yellow.
Yeah, because I think it was...
until the moment she shot.
No, I think it was right before then.
No,
I think
it was the moment the
moment she shot who?
Thingy in the car.
Oh, in the car.
Beginning.
Oh, in the car. Yeah.
At the very beginning.
But that's kind of inconsistent because in the last episode she was yellow the whole way through.
Really?
Yeah, she was. So it's a little inconsistent, but I mean, it still makes sense either way.
Yeah, she knows about the machine.
Yeah. I think maybe they did the first episode and they were like, oh crap, she needs to be red. She's evil. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Is like because like even in the flashbacks on this episode, it was all red, which was the car part. I thought you meant when she shot him.
No.
So I was like, no, it was red way before that. But yeah, he had a little yellow around him. But
also, sorry to jump around a bit. We've got also at the beginning when the guy finds the motel keys to go there. I think the other guy says to him like, "Is there anyone else on the case?" sort of thing. Have we got any other concerns? And he looks around, and the dogs go
trying to
bear the dog, and the dog jumps on the table, and he's just like, "There's no concerns." Just like, sorry,
it's not exactly New York's finest on
this
one.
Because I remember you pointed out, going, "Oh, poor Fusco, like, just get a bad rep."
Yeah.
We got too far into it.
Yeah. So Carter's found something in the trash, but but Reese comes to the bar, and they're all like, "Oh, Mr. High Dollar New Yorker, Wall Street guy, what are you doing here?" Cody and
goes
talk to him, and he starts asking about Hannah.
And he's like, "What are you? A journalist or cops?"
Neither.
And he's like, "Good."
And he goes to him and just Reese.
Yeah.
And then everyone comes in, and Reese just meshes them all up. Chucks a guy through the window. Well, it's Cody.
Yeah, it's Cody. He's like, "Should we try this again?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't know anything."
What do you want me to say? That I killed her and dropped her in the marsh or whatever. It's like... And then Carter basically turns up and...
Because he says something about, like, if I did know what would happen, I would still be able to see out this eye.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing that's what Hannah's dad and brother did.
Yeah, possibly. Carter turns up, he's like, making friends? I don't know if she says that, but she says something similar to that. And he's like, you didn't do it. I could just tell the way he was talking. And she's like, yeah, I know that. Right, she says she knows that? I can't remember why. Did I write down? Oh, yeah, because the card in her name was taken out 2 years after she went missing.
Yeah.
So,
So
to imply she's still alive.
Yeah, I think that's when she goes like, I think you're right.
Yeah, exactly. It's the most logical thing. Yeah. We cut to Root torturing the guy. Drops. I think this is when she talks about the torture thing. Actually, the proper what it is and this you signed it and blah blah blah. But she lets him down and ties him around the post.
That's when she sat eating an apple, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then he's whimpering, and then
Yeah.
Finch is like, "Can you let him down? Just let him down."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh," he says, "Please," and she's like, "Oh, because you said please."
Yeah. Is that water?
And then she gives him loads of water.
You drank poison, ha ha.
Did he though? Because nothing really seems to happen.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, he died, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, she seemed to suggest that she'd be taking him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so.
But then she leaves, doesn't she? She's like, right, I'm gonna go warm the car up.
Yeah.
In half an hour, he's gonna tell us everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Move the car around.
Yeah. This is when we find out that money from a lowlife guy in prison, $100,000 was taken out, and it's in her bank, right?
Yeah.
But the bank account was approved by Trent Russell.
Yeah. So they go to.
He lives here. Let's go find him. And they knock on the door, and then a woman comes up, Mrs. Russell.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, and it's Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara.
They're like, we need to talk to Trent. He died 15 years ago.
Shot by.
Yeah. That's when they're in there asking her questions, and she's like, "Oh, he had nothing to do with it. He was killed by some folks. He didn't know Hannah or whatever. Didn't have anything to do." And she's like, "Well, he signed this her bank account in her name, so he must have."
We're gonna look around.
We're gonna look around. And she's like, "What? No, what?" And that's when Reese finds a car.
Yeah, which has the same number plate. Well,
it's one digit off, which she didn't say it wrong in the phone call, so the operator must have got it wrong. Yeah. But I guess, it's just human error. It's like her saying F and S is very similar, and then obviously she hung up, so... Yeah. So, there you go. Turns out it's his car.
Is that when they kind of get the sheriff involved, I feel like?
Yeah, not quite, but that's when they're like... It's got to be... Yeah. He did it, yeah.
Because he's there, isn't it, in the questions in the kitchen?
Yeah, but that's after a bit. But this is when the guy's begging Finch to give him the knife.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let me out. She's going to come back and kill us or whatever. We need to... Yeah, if she ever gets... She cannot get to the machine.
Yeah, I love the way he was, really, gasping, and you thought, fuck, he's really struggling here.
Yeah.
The moment she left, he was like, pass me that knife. We need to get out of here. And no, it means she can get hold of them. He would just suddenly flick,
it's funny,
serious...
Because she then did the same to him. Because after being beaten up, she was faking... She's playing possum. Which he's learned about in Breaking Bad. But yeah, so Finch knocks the knife over to him. He gets out. And then she turns back up.
Yeah. Brings the car around. Comes in.
Yeah.
He then beats her.
I think this then cuts back to the house where they're upstairs searching. And they find the 16 copies of books.
Yeah.
And they go take them down. But yeah, then back at Route... she comes in with a gun. He knocks her down.
Yeah.
Beats the crap out of her. Does he go to... Oh, then he starts... Because, before he gets untied, he's saying to Finch, he's like, she cannot get this machine. If she finds it or whatever, it's like... Yeah. What she could do with it.
And then he's kind of got a gun to Finch's head, hasn't he? So
he has a gun to Finch because he steals her gun.
Machine?
Yeah. That's all I need to know.
Then you can go...
He's like, remotely, it cannot be accessed. And he's like, so you'll need to get physical access to the servers to do anything to it. And he's like, yeah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
And then he tried to shoot him, but there was no bullets in it.
Tase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The route saved Finch.
Yeah. There we go. So, yeah. The 16 copies might have... Yeah, it might have been... I don't know. But we can carry on that. So they find all these books. It's the same book that she took out, and the woman's like, they come every year, the same day, from all across the country.
Yeah.
April 15th, the day Hannah went missing. Yeah.
Doesn't know where they come from.
Yeah.
No letters, no senders.
Yeah, and then Reese finds the receipt.
Yeah.
So he goes off back to the motel.
To track all the...
Yeah. The guys, I was going to say rednecks. So the guys outside the hotel then try to...
the same guys from the bar were like...
You're not going to sucker punch me?
Yeah, it just beats them up. Then steals their laptop.
And he looks back, he's like, ooh, crossbow and laptop. And that's when he uses it all to get in contact with... He pretends he's Detective Steels again. Yeah. I love how it's still going.
Yeah. Still going, nice.
To find out, yeah. Yeah.
That's when he sees that the last time the credit card was used was 4 hours ago.
Yes, yeah. So
I do like the way that someone's knocking and then they open the door and they're like, "Oh, I just
Can we just have our thing back?"
Crossbow to their faces and that. Oh,
Okay, no worries. This is when we find out they play back the thing, and it's Sam Groves.
Yes, they play it back to Barbara, don't they?
She's like, I know who that is. It's Sam Groves. She was there.
Yeah. They're like, how do you know this? And then she's like, she told me the same story. And they're like, what?
She told me it was Trent.
Yeah.
That he.
Like, why didn't you say anything?
Because I loved him.
Yeah.
I really like the younger version. The younger version of her in the past looks really different. Like, yeah, it's really good.
And he's just like, why didn't you do anything? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I told her to shut up and that she was a liar and he'd done so much for the town.
How could she be so evil and horrible? And it's crazy, right? What you do to lie. But yeah, that's when we work it out. And then she looks out the window.
And he's like, what are you looking at? The patio.
He dug it.
He replaced it 2 weeks after Hannah went missing.
Yep. So
they're like,
and that's when they dig it up.
Find the rucksack.
Find the rucksack with a book in it. Yeah. Craziness. Did you expect Barbara was in on it? Kind of. She's not really in on it, but
I didn't.
Yeah, and that guy in the beginning. No.
Yeah.
It's mad. But yeah, we go back to Root talking. He's got him tied up again.
You left your stuff with.
Yeah, bad code. Told you, you can't trust him. These are the sort of people you've entrusted this with. And then she's like, sedates him.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to go on a train. I hope you like trains.
She shoots him though, doesn't she?
Yeah, she puts him in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then you see Finch taking off the cufflink.
Oh, yeah. To leave the
and
message.
then she starts questioning, I'll leave you alone, one more question, where is it? And then as she's talking to him, Finch is typing on the phone. What did you think he was doing?
I didn't know if he was going to try and call Reese so Reese could hear.
Yeah.
That was kind of what I thought, but...
Smarter than that, I think. Sorry, not saying you're dumb.
No, but then when he left the cufflink next to the phone, I was like, okay, he's making sure Finch knows he was... Reese knows he was there.
Yeah. But she asks where it is.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't, but basically it says it was so big, it was on a train. She's like, well, of course a train, but where? It left from... Here. I can't remember where he said from.
Can't remember.
Yeah, it began with a D.
Dakota?
No, I can't remember. But anyway, it went to Salt Lake City, did he say?
Maybe, yeah.
I think so, something like that. But West Coast it was, at least. I don't know if that's... Yeah,
And she goes over to Finch.
I like how she spoke to Finch, though, about... He's like, we can be best friends. Because we missed a bit. Because before she put him in the wheelchair and stuff, she's talking about how we're going to be best buddies and stuff. And we talk all about this. And
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, just kill me now so I don't have to listen to you anymore. She's like, you're tired and I'm covered in blood. I'll go get cleaned up and then we'll go. But yeah. So,
but she sees they typed on the phone and she was like, don't you think I disconnected the calls?
Yeah. So this isn't like when we've heard about Sam Groves, we didn't know it was Root yet, did we? So then how did we find out it? Oh, it's because Reese was about to go find her. He's like, I'm going to do it. And Carter's like, Hannah's dead. She's in the ground.
Yeah.
We found her. He's like, what? How's that possible? A picture of Sam Groves.
Yeah, it was a picture that their dad...
Yeah. And we get the flashbacks of her really good at the game.
Yeah.
Watching her go and seeing the car.
Yeah.
So, crazy. I really like when we first got the flashback as well, you see Sam straight away. I don't know if you saw her before Hannah, I don't think you did, but I was like, as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh. But yeah, the guy went to, was it Alicia's motel or something? But then they're tracking basically where Root is, and Fusco's in the car, like, watching and stuff.
He taps the phone as well.
And is listening in because he's like, oh, someone beat us here because Fusco got in there first.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's had some of the evidence and whatnot. So it doesn't matter. You just need to get here, right, and sort this out. I can't remember, but
he gets to the garage and sees CCTV.
The garage?
Yeah, where the credit card was.
I don't remember this. look like a garage, did it?
He went to a garage.
What kind of garage are you saying?
Like a petrol station garage.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm thinking of just a car.
I know!
Like, in a car hole. This is an American show, Claire. Speak American. I wrote the date in American last time.
A garage.
A gas station.
A gas station.
God damn it.
See the CCTV.
Yeah, knew they'd been there, basically. But then he basically got to the home.
Is that when he talks to Fusco? Because Fusco's
I think he's like, she had a place.
Denton's
had a
been
place.
kidnapped, because he hears that on the phone, doesn't he?
Exactly, yeah.
But he had a bit on the side in that place. Then, because then
both.
Fusco's back at the police station because he says, can you look up houses in the west area under that name?
Yeah.
And that's how Reese gets to that address.
Yeah, exactly. And he gets there, and they're gone, but he finds the cufflink and the...
Finds the dead body first. But...
Yes, yeah, and it was...
code.
Tap code.
Tap code.
Which he works out to say train station.
And then off he goes. Again.
Yeah, so they've arrived. Root and Finch are at the train station, and she's like, remember our deal? You do anything funny,
innocent people...
Yeah, we'll die.
And then all of a sudden, you see her look over... How did he know?
Yeah. And they're like hiding, and then I like how Finch is like...
doesn't Finch say something about like...
you were wrong about people, not everyone's bad code, and he proves you're wrong.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's what she hides him back.
Because she got the message on her phone knowing that he had tracked her credit card or whatever, right? And was following.
But I do like that, how she hides them around like on the edge. And then she goes to shoot the
She calls the security guard over, and then he gets over.
To shoot him.
But no, Finch jumps in.
Yeah.
Reese jumps to help. She runs off.
Yeah, she's now gone in the wind again.
Yeah, she's gone. But
next time.
He saves Finch. Finch went to get another cufflink as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Because then Finch says something about... you're not meant to be looking for me.
You're meant to be helping people.
Others.
Like, you've saved my life once or twice already. It's about time I saved yours. Yeah, there we go.
Then they go back to the library.
Yeah.
Good old home.
I think before that, we get a scene with Fusco and Carter saying, oh, we got glasses, man, back.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And they're both really happy about it, yeah. And that's
without
what they say.
egg.
Without egg, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But yeah, they go back to the library.
In comes Bear with a first edition chew toy.
He's like, he's got expensive taste. I think we're going to get along. Yeah, and then the phone rings.
And it's...
Well, no, Finch first says, I owe you a great debt, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then the phone rings and it's Root.
Yeah. And she's saying thank you to...
That brought tears to my eyes, that bit.
Because that's the... But the thing that caught me about this, though, I just started thinking about it while I was talking about it. Why did the machine give out Hannah Fry's number?
Because it led them in the direction of where they needed to be to find out.
But how did the machine know?
The machine can connect anything to anyone.
Know, but...
Right?
Yeah, I guess. But
so, like, to get them in the right direction of finding out who she was, because obviously giving her social security number isn't going to really... I guess, if the Sam Groves have one, I don't know.
You're given one when you're
But
baby,
I mean, she's probably good enough to hide it.
Yeah.
If Finch is good enough, she's good enough. So to point in the right direction, the machine was like, okay, well, this is a murder case. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Slightly bent my rules, but there you go.
But do you know what I mean? It's such a random number for it to give out.
I don't think it's that random, though, because it completely connects it to her.
Yeah.
It's pointing them in the right direction. And that's all the machine does with the social security numbers, is points you in a direction.
I guess if the machine might be able to, I get how it's done it. I am the machine.
Okay.
It's probably tracked her CCTV back to her face in the camera and then linked it with that credit card, which is in Hannah Frey's name, to give that number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, she's got using the credit cards in her name. Yeah.
In her name, yeah. That's probably that's probably why the machine threw it out, because it's
that's
like
what I'm saying.
This
even
is
the
the
tiniest
person of the credit card. Yeah.
We've learnt before. Even
but
the
that's
tiniest.
why I was trying to connect the dots, because she's obviously gone under the radar. That was like how what I get the.
Yeah, that's why it's not pointing it to her. It's pointing to Hannah.
Yeah. But
it has the tiniest of threads to connect them.
Yeah,
and there's CCTV in the library.
Yeah, but that was back in 1991.
Yeah, but it's still CCTV. Surely the machine can access that. We saw
that's what was confusing me as well, because it was showing it that I was like, can it access past?
It probably has archive. Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, because
I mean, if we're to literally take the transitions between the scenes as what the machine is doing, we saw the machine going back from 2012 to 1991 on the timeline, and then showing it. So
because we know the machine was built in 2002. That's why I was like, does it know before? Does it?
Yeah, because we've seen things before as well, haven't we? Have we not seen CCTV of stuff before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we have. We've seen Elias when he was younger.
Maybe, yeah.
Anyway,
she thanks
Liz
for finding her friend
Hannah, and that actually brought tears to my eyes. That actually, because
like
obviously she's done all this. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
it's quite funny it's quite as funny as well, because like she even Finch asked what happened to you.
Yeah,
and she's like, oh, you think something traumatic happened to me when I was younger? And I mean, technically it did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it brought tears to my eyes. Because she's genuinely thankful for.
Yeah, and she said she'll remember it and she owes them.
Yeah. And then he's like, you ever come? Oh yeah, tell Finch.
Tell Finch that I'll be in touch when I'm ready.
Yeah. And then he's like, you come near us and you'll be sorry.
Yeah. And she dyed her hair blonde, so she's gone back to her...
Is it definitely blonde? It looked
it is blonde.
It looked it, so... Yeah, but she was watching, and obviously the guy's there again. The agent. I don't know.
She was watching Denton be removed, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah. That was it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got a flashback to her playing the game. And she enters her name. Root. And then it zooms in. So cool. There we go. That was season 2, episode 2. Yeah. Bad Code. What do you think so far of season 2?
Good.
Really good. Yeah. Well, Finch is back now into the library and stuff. Do you think we'll get back to
normality,
numbers?
I think.
No longer contingency. He's there.
No.
So yeah, bit of normalcy, except with the changed fact of. Fusco and Carter, and they've got Bear.
Yeah.
So there we go. Interesting. But I really like Root's character in this. It's a really cool introduction to her. Obviously, we were introduced to the character before without seeing them, but yeah.
I've just realised.
What?
This whole fiasco with Root has completely made me forget about the other character we had a sneak peek of.
Who's that?
His partner.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We had that sneak peek that she was back on the scene.
Yeah,
and that,
that was a couple episodes before the end, though. It was like 3 or 4 episodes before the end. Yeah.
And then nothing.
Yeah, but that's the same with
she'll come up at
the same thing happened with Root. Like we got her in episode like 15 or 13 or something, and then it didn't, or 17. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it was earlier than that, 13 I think. But then it didn't pay off. Yeah, we didn't get her back till the last episode. Same with Elias. We had him in one episode, came back like much later on. There's all these characters, all this stuff going on. Who knows where we're going to be? What's happening with Agent Snow? She's got him. So, yeah, where will this series lead? She's, it seems Root's hell-bent on getting to the machine.
Yeah.
So, I like how she seems very much like she admires what Finch has done, what he's created. She said his code is elegant, it's amazing. Finch doesn't seem as enamoured in her as she does. But, yeah. It's very different seeing Finch like this. I mean, Finch is obviously a kind of a closed-off guy anyway, but in this situation he was very like not wanting to talk and stuff and not liking what's going on. But how do you feel things will be from now on?
I feel like there might be a weird transitional period where Reese might be like, oh, do you want me to fetch a number for this time? Because he now knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
I guess
And
so.
I feel like Reese will have a lot of questions for Finch.
Maybe.
But I think he also understands that he's not going to answer the questions, so
Probably
maybe
not.
It's pointless asking.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Very excited to watch more, but if I do stick to this new schedule, it'll probably be 2 episodes of Person of Interest each cycle. It may mean, obviously, Mr. Robot and Breaking Bad are slightly slower coming out, but it's just what we gotta do. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. But if that's the case, we'll be back with Person of Interest after the next Mr. Robot. Otherwise, it's Always Sunny next.
Yep.
So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to more. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm loving that we're getting through it. Like, nobody watches this show. I've made a mistake. I didn't open my jacket for the whole episode.
Maybe it looks like we filmed it on different days now.
No. There we go. Yeah, more people need to watch this. It's a shame I've said it before. It's not free on stuff, but there we go. Thank you again. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.